everyone. Welcome to the Veiled Cottage Witch. It has been a while. So if you're new to my channel, I am an energy healer, an energy channel, a diviner, and a folk practitioner, and a metaphysical minister, metaphysical practitioner, and I'm working on my PhD with the University of Metaphysics in Sedona for my PhD, and then I'll be done learning for a minute. Not true. I'm still gonna keep learning, but like officially I'll be done with all of that. It took me 3 years to get my master's, so I predict that it's going to take probably twice as long to actually finish the dissertation. It's 10,000 words, so it's really, really long. Anyway, that's me. So what I want to talk about today is grounding and centering and aligning with your higher self. So let me take you into what that means for me. So grounding and centering is a practice from mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, thinking about the present. And when we are present, we are our best self. So if we are stuck in the past, we will have a lot of sadness and depression, okay? If we think about the future, that's anxiety and worry. So we don't want any of those to come in to our magical practice, right? We don't want to be doing a spell or a tarot spread or throwing bones when we are emotionally dysregulated. So what do I mean by emotional dysregulation? Well, especially people like myself who have mental health disabilities, it is so important that we never react to outside energies. We need to simply come back to ourselves, get ourselves unmad, unsad, unworried, and live in that present moment. So let's just say, for example, you're really mad at somebody. They said something that really hurt your feelings. Okay, and you have to try and deal with that. You could carry it around. You could, carry that heartbreak, but it's very heavy on the heart. Very heavy on the heart. And the anger is going to make you anxious. So here we have, you're mad, so you're not present because you're mad or sad about what was done in the past, so you're not being present. And let's just say you're angry and you pick up your tarot cards and you shuffle and you just toss it out and try to interpret it. I guarantee, one, your anxiety, your anger is going to show on those cards. So your interpretation is going to be way exaggerated, okay? It's going to show, that reading is going to show all your emotions. So the best way to conquer that is to be mindful, stay in the moment, ground and center. So we want that pure awareness of the present moment. So when can we ground and center? When can we do this? The best recommendation is, number one, before we do divination, Don't even touch those cards yet until you get yourself emotionally regulated. 2, before performing magic, you don't want negative energy in your magic. For once, that's how people get backfires, right? Because you're so angry and you're putting the herbs together and slapping oil on your candle and throwing herbs here and there and stones and just your anger is coming all out in your magic, all of it. So we don't want that. That's chaotic energy. When we're doing our magic, we want focused intent, okay? So it's really important to be grounded and centered before we do any magical practice and before entering crowds or places where there's lots of energy. I know I have a hard time going to crystal and gem shows because not only do I pick up on all the crystal energy, but I pick up on the people's energy. It would be great if everybody's energy matched and I could be, one with that. But we're all individuals. We all have different energies. So if you're going to be around a crowd of a lot of people, even like concerts, that's a whole different story, a whole different level of energy. But basically, we're talking about the everyday. If you need to go to a place where you know it might be stressful, ground and center beforehand. Super easy to do. So now we go to the why. Why do I want to ground and center? Other than, being present for your divination or your magic practice, you can use grounding and centering to shield yourself from negativity, okay? You can also use it to cleanse unwanted thoughts and emotions. You can use this to align with your highest power, and you can use it to replenish your energy after heavy workings, heavy rituals, heavy divination, or heavy energy work like healing work. It has helped me tremendously. I will tell you, before I do any energy work, I ground and center before and I ground and center after. It is so important to do that. It bookends the healing. It protects you from not picking up the energy of other people. That's what we want. We want to create this bubble of protective energy that we can stay in the present and not be affected by outward influences. So now we go to the how. So I am going to, at the end of this video, I'm going to take you through a grounding exercise that I learned and have been doing for years. But basically what you want to do, your goal, is to align the 3 powers. This is from a book called True Magic, A Beginner's Guide by Amber Kay, I believe. And she talks about the 3 powers being personal power, divine power, and earth power. Okay? So personal power is your own personal storage. It's usually in the core of your body, which can be in the heart. For me, it's in my solar plexus. It's my belly button is my funnel. That's silly to say, but that is where I picture that the core, the source of my personal power. 2 is divine power. This can be connecting with your higher self, God, goddess, your guardian angel, your spirit guides, whatever you picture spirit or your higher self as, okay? And then we have earth power. Earth power is the ground we walk on, the nature around us, including herbs and crystals. They're a big, huge source for me for earth power. The most important thing I can tell you about these 3 powers is that I have seen people do spell work just using their personal power. I never tell people what to do, but don't do that. Here's why. If you just use your personal power, the biggest drawback is you're depleting yourself. And that's kind of what we don't want, right? That is why we have to outsource, so to speak. All right. So we don't get sick. I used to get so sick before I learned this technique. I didn't know what grounding and centering was. I just knew I wanted to do this candle spell or this tarot reading. And let me tell you, now that I'm grounding and centering, I feel like my readings are more accurate for me and my magic is more accurate for me. So aligning those 3 powers is something absolutely necessary for my personal practice, and it's how I teach it in my Wiccan Witchcraft 101 class. So a few things that you want to keep in mind is that your posture. We don't want to be slumped over. We don't want to be arched way back. We want ultimately for our feet to be flat on the ground. The hands can be in your lap, face down. That is super helpful. Or face up, whatever you feel. There's no right or wrong. This is just a format that I'm sharing. So you want your shoulders back. You want your heart to shine, right? You can engage your core if you have lower back issues. I know I do. So I like to engage my core so that I know that when I do this practice, I am not going to get that painful feeling down in my low back from overextending. So if you sit back with your shoulders back, your chest forward, we're not exaggerating it, right? We're chest, heart, shine the heart forward, as they say in yoga, and feet flat on the ground is super, super great. Now you can do this in a chair. I'm going to do this in a chair today. If you do, make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you have a cushy chair, not a hard, fold out chair. You want something to where you can be comfortable. You can also do this out in nature, sitting on the ground, laying on the ground, or sitting up against a tree. That is one of my favorite ways to ground, is up against a tree. I love to do that. So the second thing, once we get our body ready, is breathing. There is a wonderful technique I have learned from several people called the 4x4 breathing. So initially what this is breathing in for 4 counts. So I'll do it as a box. Breathing in for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, breathing out for 4 counts, and holding for 4 counts. So you're making a box, right? Breathing in, holding, breathing out, holding. So this looks like breathing in, pretty simple, right? Okay, so after the breathing part, that usually takes, I don't want to say a number, but quite a few rounds, especially, dependent on how much you have going on when you come to ground and center. So it could take just like 3 rounds, or, take as long as you need to get yourself present. So after the breathing comes the taking back your power. So what I do in this is I think about where my energy has gone throughout the day or throughout the week, and where I've left my energetic imprint. We don't want to leave our energy with people. No. We don't want to leave our energy from places either. So bringing that in, we can visualize, or we can know in our minds that it is coming back to us. I like to see it because I see my solar plexus as a sun. I see the rays of that sun coming back and then filling the top part of my body and filling the bottom. So I do this with breath. So I breathe in my power and let it expand up and down until I am full and complete with my personal power. Okay? The next step is to bring divine power down. So what we're going to do here is we're going to visualize a bright white light, bright purple light. It can be whatever color you want. I prefer white just because for me that symbolizes cleansing and purification. So I go with white. So you're going to bring that light of spirit down. And I like to picture it as showering all over your energetic body, through your physical body, mental body, everything gets showered and cleansed from your divine power. So imagining that coming down and just cleansing everything, taking with it pain, tension, sorrow, sadness, anger. It's going to cleanse you from that. Okay, so allow this to take its time. Rely on gravity to kind of feel it going down. And then pretty soon what happens to me, this is my experience, is that I get like this pool of energy at my feet when this is complete. So when it gathers at your feet, it is ready to be grounded into the earth. But that's my next step. So then you're going to release everything you cleanse from. So all that tension, pain, sorrow, anger, frustration, resentment, all of that goes down into the earth. And I like to picture this as roots growing from the bottoms of my feet or from my tailbone, wherever I'm connected to the earth. Down into the earth, down into the core, and give that to Mother Earth, and then allow her, they, to replenish us. And I feel that earth energy coming up through those roots, all the way up through the ground, into your feet, and up through your body. And I breathe in and bring it up. And on the exhale, I expand it to not just include my physical body, but my emotional, mental, astral, energetic bodies. So I bring that up, and I bring it all the way up to my crown. And then I allow these 3 energies, my personal power, higher power, and earth power, to come out the top of my head and surround me in a bubble of light. This is a shield, if you will, or just an alignment with those 3 powers. So that's basically all I do. So it's super easy, and I'll take you through the process in a few minutes. So this, can be enhanced by holding a crystal. I really like this one. My friend Brad gave it to me. He found it in his yard. It is beautiful. I forget the name of it, but it is so grounding. So I tend to grab this guy. You can also grab any green stones, any black stones, brown stones. You can actually, like, I have a bloodstone, prayer beads that I can hold and kind of get that grounding energy on and from. So this is earth power, right? So you can use anything like that. You can also use incense. So I like to use, for incense, I like juniper, pine, cypress, the foresty scents. You can also use lavender to calm. You can use sage to protect. Myrrh, patchouli, sandalwood are all really good grounding scents. You can use this as incense, or you can put essential oils in a diffuser and have that going while you're doing your grounding practice. You know, all the help we can get, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go through this meditation. You're not going to see me. You're going to see my lovely setup here. And this is just going to be a focal point. If you don't like closing your eyes, this is perfect. You can stare at the candles, stare at my stones, and just experience it. So, on to the meditation. Okay. So let's come into the here and now. Create your grounding posture. Feet on the floor, shoulders back, core engaged. If you have low back issues, find pillows, whatever you need to be absolutely comfortable, but also very alert. And let's start by doing our square breathing. So let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. In. Hold. Out. And hold. So do this a few times to get fully in the present moment. This is your time. No one needs anything from you. You are doing this for yourself. Now you can let go of the 4x4 breathing. And let's bring our power back. So on the inhale, on your next inhale, see your personal power coming back to you. See it as a wave of energy coming back, filling your body, spreading throughout your body, spreading down through the lower parts of your body, and spreading up through your upper body, filling every cell of your body with your personal power. Just see it come back in waves. And now what you want to do is, once you are full of your personal power, then imagine a beautiful white light from above, the white light of spirit, the white light of your higher self, and feel it coming down, around, and through you in a shower of light going through your physical body, your etheric, your psychological, mental, energetic bodies as well. Feel it coming and just in through your head, down through your body, allowing gravity to take hold. And with this shower of light, just let go of any negative energy, pain, anxiety, tension, any of that. Just allow it to be washed away by this light. And breathe. And just allow this process to happen. And then begin to feel at your feet, or where your bottom makes contact with the ground, with the chair. And imagine a pool of energy, of all that negative energy you cleansed from. All of your unwanted negativity, pain, sorrow, anxiety, filtering down into the earth. And imagine this as roots growing down into the earth, filtering, giving the earth everything unwanted, all this negative energy going down into the earth, down through the floor, the foundation, the earth, down through underground streams, through rock and bone and crystal, down, down, down into the core of Mother Earth. Our roots plunge into that core of Mother Earth, and she takes that energy, that negative energy, so that she can transmute it elsewhere into good. And just allow her to take it. She can handle it. And then feel the gift of Mother Earth with nurturing, green, fertile, grounding energy coming up through those roots, through the core, into the earth and up through those underground streams, through the rock, through the bone, the crystal, up, 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 through the foundation, into the floor, into the ground beneath you, up into your feet or tailbone. And as we inhale, we bring that energy up. And on the exhale, we allow it to expand, encompassing not just our physical body, but our energetic, subtle bodies as well. Again, breathe in and bring it up. And on the exhale, expand it. 360 degrees all around you. And take your time, breathing it up, exhaling to expand, inhaling up, and allowing it to expand. Breathing in up, all the way up, including your neck, your shoulders, your head. And on the exhale, allow that energy to mix with your personal energy, to mix with divine energy, and come out the top of your head, spreading all around you in your own personal sphere of protection, where you are grounded, safe, and loved. It is done. So that was a little grounding and centering. I'm pretty relaxed right now. I think I could take on the world. So please let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like more guided meditations, give me some suggestions down in the comments. I have lots. So hope you enjoyed. Please like and share if you think a loved one or a friend would appreciate this. And I will see you next time. Have a blessed day.